Don't judge me for the dirty car. I live in St. Thomas.
Alright.
Hi guys, I'm CNJ and welcome to CNJ Jamaica. For this entire month of December, I'm going to talk about love, alright? But you know, I post about St. Thomas, so you know I have to talk about, first I have to talk about the love of the parish. But when you see me in Kingston and you see me in the dirty car, don't judge me. Remember, we have roads under construction. And you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to show you the roads that I drive on every day to Kingston. Now, you have seen other YouTube videos where people show the construction, show how our roads are improving. They have shown the conditions. But let me tell you something. For somebody who does it every day to Kingston, it's not nice. So, watch until the end. I'm going to show you how the parish looks, or at least my little section of it. And it's the love of the parish why I do it every day. What do you think? Would you drive this route every day? Some of you would, but some of you would be staying in Kingston. So alright guys, remember to like, share, subscribe to CNJ Jamaica, where I show you things about St. Thomas and other places in Jamaica. Whether it's a Monday morning, a Tuesday afternoon, any day of the week, and sometimes even on weekends, this is the route that we take to our homes in St. Thomas. Now, we were called, or we are still called, I think from time to time, the Forgotten Parish. But now we're being remembered. We're hearing St. Thomas on the news more regularly these days. We're hearing St. Thomas being called in Parliament about hotels being built here. We're hearing that we're going to be the new tourist destination of the island. But as we go through the process of getting all of this done, we're not even going through the process. It's the start of it all. This is the route that us, the St. Thomas residents, the persons who travel this route every day while all of this is taking place, this is what we have to endure. Single lanes, potholes, a lot of water on the road, trucks and more trucks. But hold on guys, we have always had trucks, because we have our sand that helps to build all of Jamaica, and there are always trucks on our roads. That's one of the reasons why our roads are never in a good state, even after they're just finished being renovated, or what do I say, recast or so on. But you see those big equipment on the road, work going on. We just take it in strides, because the person in St. Thomas, we persevere through it all. We persevere whether things are going good or going bad. We persevere. What I fear though is that many of us, we have gotten into a way of driving. We overtake as we like. We make third lane and fourth lane as we like. And I'm hoping that as we change from this process of going through a construction site every day to something else, that we will not lose who we are as St. Thomas people, that we will be orderly, right? The thing is that, my family moved to St. Thomas 30 years ago. 30 years ago, my family moved to St. Thomas. Why? Because we said St. Thomas was one of those nice, quiet places. I love this parish, but let me tell you, the drive to get home, or the drive to get home every evening, may I tell you, it's not pretty. Look at what we're going on now. We're going on Mall. And let me tell you, it's not dusty now because it rained most of this day, and that is why we're able to see each other. But on a normal day, people, while we're driving through this, so watch a taxi. He can't wait. You see that? This is 3 lanes now. This is my route every day. I know I'm babbling on, but I just want you to get a feel of what it goes through. When you see me in Kingston and you see my dirty car, it was washed on the weekend, and in this present economic climate, I can't be washing my car 3-4 times a week. So you know what? I've just gotten to the place where, all right, it's dusty, and I'm just going to live with it. All right, look at this. This is a regular for us in St. Thomas. And let me just say, you see the route I'm driving from Kingston to Albion? It's the better part of the route to Morant Bay. In Morant Bay, there are trenches and potholes and single lanes. Oh my God. It is difficult. But as St. Thomas people, we try not to complain because it, at least we're seeing something happening in the parish. Look at this. This is what you call loving your home and trying to get there. Oh my God, la 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 la. Oh, this is a regular for us. This is nothing for us. This is nothing for us. And you see this? Look, everybody's fighting to get a position. Everybody trying to find that little spot where they're able to pass through without damaging the car any further that it's being damaged on this particular route. Now, some of you may want me to shut up and just play some music while you watch this. But let me just say, this is my passion, people. This is my passion. I always try to show positive things about my parish, St. Thomas. But this is the reality that we live in. This is the reality. Oh, la 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 la. We have little stretches where it's not bad. Like this. Little stretches. And then as we move along, it gets bad again. It gets bad again. One of my favorite songs is This Is the Land of My Birth, and I've sung it in other videos. Well, let me tell you, even with the roads looking like this, I would live in no other place. I love my home. I love my family. We're all here together, right? So even in the midst of all of this, I am most grateful to be called Jamaican. I am most grateful to be living in the parish St. Thomas, because this is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, my Jamaica. It is the land of my birth. And I love it. And let me just say, guys, I'm one of the persons who have lived abroad. I have lived abroad for over 5 years, and I've lived in different areas of the world. And let me just say, so I know what I'm talking about. So, prettier roads elsewhere, better health care elsewhere, but that feeling when you're back where you belong, nothing can compare to that. That feeling of knowing that this is where I belong and I have family here. I have persons who love me. I have a church family. As my pastor will always say, that's Reverend Brenda Walker, she says, we're not a perfect bunch, but we love the Lord. So St. Thomas is not perfect. Far from it. There's so much for we to improve on. Jamaica is not perfect. There's so much to be improved on. But there's just something special about the place. There's just something special. So, I've talked long enough. I've talked long enough. But they say the heights, it's not attained by sudden flight. Nothing is attained overnight. But they, while their companions slept, was toiling upwards through the night. We're toiling. We're toiling. Work is being done. We who live in St. Thomas, we go to Kingston and we come back every day. We go back into Kingston for work, for play, for education. We go back home to our families every evening. And this is what we drive on. So, employers, co-workers, you will see us get to work pretty early, or there may be times when we're a little late. Many persons in St. Thomas get up at 4:35 just to ensure that they are in Kingston on time, because that's where we found the jobs, in Kingston. Well, let me just tell you, I leave out at 6 each morning, so I don't get up early like some persons. I leave at 6, I get to work a little after 7, because I don't want the traffic that comes out and the delays if I leave at 7. Well, let me just say thank you for viewing my video. Thank you for watching to the end. This is what our roads look like right now, December 2022. And I know that when I post a video in the future, right, we will see better. You see this little stretch is a nice little stretch. I've shown this part before, but this is just a part of, just a little section of our overall route, right? Just a little section. I love it. I love it. I love it. But after we leave this little section, we go right back into the mall, because that's what happens when you are driving through a construction site. Oh Lordy, you see, nobody wants to stay behind. Everybody overtaking, and this is not a double lane going into St. Thomas. Everybody travels here to into St. Thomas and going into Kingston. You see, and people overtaking in corners and all sort of things. But let us pray that we continue to be safe. Let us pray that all drivers will have common sense. All right, let us pray that God continues to be with the people of this parish, with the people of St. Thomas, as we continue to strive, so that in the near future we will be the tourist destination that I hear government individuals speaking to. All right, not political on this channel at all. I just comment on how the reality of our situation is, and let us see what plans are in place and how quickly certain things can turn around, while we, the individuals, the common day citizen, continue to go through this. And for guys, I'm talking about the love of parish, eh? I don't love water commission at all now. Now they're giving us some very high water rates. We're going into the Christmas season. So guys, conserve, take care. And I'll see you again next week as I continue to show videos about what's happening in the parish, what's happening with the people of the parish, and also what's happening in Jamaica. So this is CNJ. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. CNJ and Jamaica to the world. Watch them mattress going home. All right.